I've seen too much. I've seen it with my own eyes. The influencer getting the loaded repack box, the breaker saving back the best repack box for his best customer or his best friend, and the everyday collector buying a repack box from a card show or card shop or in a break, naively thinking that he had a fair chance of pulling a good card when in reality, he's getting screwed. So my team and I decided it was time to put an end to all of this. So we are. Today, everything is going to change. The Geoff Wilson Show is brought to you by Arena Club, the official home of slab packs. Now available every day, slab packs offer an exciting way to collect graded cards with confidence. Plus, every pack comes with an instant offer to buy your slab. Don't miss out. Explore the latest slab packs and more by downloading the Arena Club app. Just search Arena Club in your app store and use promo code SCI20 for 20% off your first purchase. There I was, watching another content creator opening some repack boxes that he was given at a promotional event. The repack company was one of the biggest in the space, and they were eager for this marketing opportunity. The content creator opened a few of their sealed repack boxes and pulled some nice cards, but nothing too exciting. So a representative from the repack company asked the content creator who his favorite player was, and then handed one more sealed repack box to the content creator. Lo and behold, the content creator opened the box and found a hit card of his favorite player. It was a made-for-TV moment, the type of moment that repack company wanted. But it felt really icky to me to watch the whole thing go down. This story, it may not surprise you. There are allegations all over social media and YouTube about repacks being rigged. There are stories of breakers or card shop owners knowing which repacks or mystery bags contain the biggest hits and reserving those repacks for their friends or for their top customers, or holding them back to the very end of a break to get customers spending more to maximize revenue. There are other stories of the biggest hits in a repack checklist never actually being put into the repack product at all. And of course, there are many examples of expensive repack products that are filled with many, many low dollar cards to pump the profit margin up for the repacker. And it's plausible to think that all of this happens more than any of us might realize, especially when you have many breakers and card shops creating their own repacks. It's incredibly easy to cheat the system and to maximize revenue. The unfortunate reality of the hobby today is that many repacks are, in fact, a scam. And to be clear, I am talking about physical repacks, physical mystery boxes or blind bags. I am not talking about digital repacks like Arena Club, which, by the way, sponsors this show. Arena Club actually has a transparent checklist for their digital repacks and underwent a third-party audit, something that almost all physical repack manufacturers have shied away from. Repacks have become unbelievably popular over the last few years. Many breakers have their own brands of repacks, and some of the bigger breakers actually sell more of their own repacks these days than they do products from card manufacturers like Topps and Panini. Breakers love to push their own repacks because they often make higher profit margins off of them compared to the card manufacturer's products, and they control the supply, which means they aren't beholden to the manufacturer's release schedules or allocation. But it's not just breakers pushing repacks. I'm not sure you can go to any card show or card shop anywhere in the country these days without finding some form of repack or mystery bag or box being sold. Many collectors love buying repacks because they feel they have a better chance of getting a card of value out of a repack than out of a card manufacturer's product, even though that feeling is often an illusion. So when I say repacks are a big business, I mean really, really big. I mean hundreds of millions of dollars a year big. In fact, when you include in digital repacks, I wouldn't be surprised if we've reached or will soon reach $1 billion a year being spent on repacks and mystery box products in the overall trading card industry. But the immense popularity of repacks has actually made this a bigger problem for the hobby. The physical repacks so many are buying today are often not fair, not honest, and not transparent. In some cases, the collectors who bought them never even had a chance to pull a good card. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that every breaker or every repack company is a scammer. Far from it. There are many breakers who I trust and who I think are doing good things for the hobby. And there are repackers who deeply care about transparency and offer an honest product to their customers. But the problem is, before today, it was hard to know which breakers and which repackers to trust. With repacks becoming popular, I was worried about the vast number of unsuspecting collectors who were being taken advantage of by buying repacks but never having a chance to pull an actual hit. Soon after I witnessed the incident with another content creator seemingly getting a not-so-random repack, I decided something had to be done to change the industry. So I thought to myself, what would it take to create a physical repack product that was truly transparent and fair? One that collectors could buy knowing for certain that they had the same chance as everybody else at getting the big hit. One that featured big chase cards and that had a reasonable floor price, meaning that every card had some value, so no collector would end up getting hurt too badly by buying it. What would it take to create a physical repack that transparently disclosed the entire checklist and odds, and that collectors could trust was fully accurate? And one where every card in the product was certified as real and authentic, and the quality of the card, the grade, was known by all. If somebody could put together a physical repack product that truly offered all of those things, I thought it would be a game changer for the hobby. I thought it would set a new standard, raise the bar, and hopefully cause others to follow suit to make repacks fair and transparent for all. But how? Who could really assure collectors of this? It had to be a third-party company who could certify that a repack was all of these things. It had to be a company that collectors already trust today to certify authenticity with the highest level of standards and the highest level of care. It had to be PSA. So I met with Nat Turner, the CEO of Collectors, the parent company of PSA. I told him about the problems that I thought were occurring with some repacks, and I asked him if PSA would be willing to start certifying repack products to ensure their randomness, their completeness of their checklist, and the authenticity of the cards inside. Nat saw this as an opportunity for collectors in PSA to make another positive impact on the hobby. So after many conversations and much great work from PSA's team and months of our Cards HQ team developing the product, I am thrilled to announce today the launch of Graded Grails, the world's first PSA certified repack product. PSA is providing repack certification as a service to Graded Grails. Being a PSA certified repack means that every card is authenticated and graded by PSA. Every checklist is verified by PSA. Every card is randomized and packed under PSA supervision, and every placement is known only to PSA. And here's that product. This is the first edition, the debut edition of Graded Grails. Football, baseball, and basketball, and they are all PSA certified repacks. And I'll tell you transparently how this process works. My team at Cards HQ buys the cards for the Graded Grails repacks. Our buying process is thorough to ensure we have big chase cards that collectors will covet and a high enough floor to ensure no collectors get stuck with a really bad card for what they paid. We then ship all of the cards we acquire to the PSA vault. PSA's team then takes the cards from our PSA vault, verifies that every card is authentic, and verifies that every card in the checklist is present to be put into a box. PSA's team then loads the cards in our Graded Grails boxes, seals them, puts them in sealed cases, and ships them back to Cards HQ. This means that nobody at Cards HQ knows what card is in what box, making it impossible for our team to hold a hit back for a special customer or a friend, or keep it out of the product altogether. Everything is honest, Everything is fair. Everything is transparent. The complete checklist and odds are posted to our website, gradedgrailsrepack.com. This means that our customers are able to buy these repacks knowing exactly which cards are in the checklist, knowing what the odds are, and most importantly, knowing that they are getting a fair product and a fair chance. I can honestly say that Graded Grails, the world's first PSA certified repack product, is by far the most transparent, most fair, and most honest repack in the world for collectors. And I hope it changes the hobby for the better by setting a new standard. Much like how Cards HQ raised the standard for card shops, I am hoping that Graded Grails will raise the standard for physical repacks. I hope that collectors will hold other repack products to a higher standard going forward and demand fairness and transparency. In my opinion, third-party certification by a trusted company such as PSA is the best and most complete way to ensure the honesty of repack products. And I hope now that we've done it with Graded Grails, I hope it becomes the norm for repack products in the future. If that happens, the hobby will be better for it, and my team and I will be thrilled. The debut series of Graded Grails launches next Wednesday, July the 30th, the first day of the National. We're releasing the debut series for football, baseball, and basketball, and Pokemon will come soon after. All of our sports repack products are going to be priced at $299 per box. The major Grail chase cards inside these products average around $1,800 or more, and the floor cards average around $140 as of the time that we acquire them. And of course, you can see every possible card, as well as the odds of getting them on our website, gradedgrailsrepack.com. Now we'll have all of these series of Graded Grails repacks for sale in our Cards HQ shop here in Atlanta starting next Wednesday. We will also have them at our Cards HQ booth in the Breakers Pavilion at the National and on our Cards HQ streams on Whatnot starting next Wednesday. But if you want to get an order in early, today we have dropped a very limited quantity of these Graded Grails repack boxes on our Cards HQ website for pre-order. These are available on our website, cardshq.com, or you can go to gradedgrailsrepack.com right now. I do expect that these are going to sell out very quickly. So if you want to get your hands on one of the very first Graded Grails to be released, make sure to go to the website right now to order. If you aren't able to get one, if they are sold out by the time you get to our website today, don't worry. You can stop by the Cards HQ booth at the Breakers Pavilion at the National next week, or stop by our Cards HQ shop here in Atlanta. Or if you're somewhere else, join our Whatnot stream starting next Wednesday on Cards HQ Breaks on Whatnot or Cards HQ Shop on Whatnot, where we will have these available for sale and to rip. So that's the big news that I have been so excited about bringing to you for quite a while. I am truly hoping that this news will cause a shift in the physical repack industry towards more fairness, more honesty, and more transparency. What do you think about Graded Grails? What do you think about the idea of PSA certification of repacks? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, don't forget, you can get these full-length Geoff Wilson Show episodes, including a special one next week about the National. Make sure you are subscribed to the Geoff Wilson Show channel on YouTube, and also subscribe on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts so you can listen to the Geoff Wilson Show anywhere you are. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your support. Let's make the hobby better, and I'll see you soon with the next one. Take care.